Happy Devil's Easter Sunday! Woo! This is the Let's Go Devils podcast post-game. I'm your host, Sam Wu, here with Scotty of SiriusXM Liquid Metal. Streaming live on Facebook Live, Twitter, Periscope, YouTube Live, and Twitch on the Primetime Radio Network. Scotty, Devils fall victim to butt puck, courtesy of Damon Severson. Lose to the Caps in regulation, 5-4. Details are coming about the unhappy Devils recap. We're just poking a little fun because I was defending Damon Severson, but it happened again. Butt puck.
Yeah. Butt puck.
Butt puck.
It happened.
And this is the lowest of the low in the Devils season. But now we've got butt puck. And Scotty, you're supposed to be pissed off, Scotty. Why are you laughing?
I don't know. It's pretty hysterical. I mean, poor David Severson. I know he gets piled on a lot for times. I mean, he did have a rough game today, but this was a butt puck. Oh, she rips one. It goes off of Severson's ass, and then it turns into like the knuckle puck from the Mighty Ducks, and like Mackenzie Blackwood overskates it, and it goes past him on the opposite side. It was one of the more ridiculous goals you can see scored in the NHL. Watch the highlight of it. We're trying to get Beer Baron, our graphic designer, or so he tells us, to make a GIF out of it, but we'll see if he gets to it.
Also, I just want to also point out, as he's doing that, I'm gonna finally figure out how to make one of those NFTs, those non-fungible tokens or something like that, and that will be up for sale as well. Butt puck. You could buy it exclusively through the Let's Go Devils podcast, and hopefully we get $35 million so we can get that private jet that we've been always talking about. Yeah.
Rough game for Damon Severson. He had he had a couple doozies in this game. And if anyone watched it, I was talking to say, we'll talk about it afterwards, him destroying his stick and everything, but let's get to the quick recap. Tough loss for the Devils, but it's Easter, so hallelujah. We can say we do not have to play the Capitals again this year. Yeah!
I just got it in full disclosure.
What? Yeah.
Don't ask me for predictions because I predicted that there will be a resurrection this Sunday of the New Jersey Devils season. The only resurrection that happened was Damon Severson again.
Damon Severson, yeah.
The
Damon Severson experiment. But anyway, let's go to the scoring recap. Started out really well. If anyone didn't hear, Mr. Kyle Palmieri got pulled from the game before warm-ups, which means trade is on the horizon. If you look at some of the tweets from many of the Devils beat reporters, they have spoken with Kyle's agent. They tried for another extension here in New Jersey. The money in the years, obviously, they weren't working out. They weren't lining up. So a trade is on the blocks. It's going to happen probably at any point. He's going to get traded by the time the trade deadline comes. That's just the bottom line of it. So Palms pull from the lineup, and our man Nick Merkley put back in. And wouldn't you know it, he starts off the scoring, taking a pass from Ryan Murray, who also had 3 assists on the day. Good for Ryan Murray. But Nick Merkley sets up our boy. Are you ready with that cash register there, Sam Wu? Our boy, Travis Zajac, for his 6th goal of the season. That's Merkley 3rd assist in 5 games or something that he's played here. Ryan Murray, his 8th assist, very nice. And then to follow it up, we had the old TJ Oshie butt puck come our way to follow that. Oshie, his 11th, from Ovechkin, that's his 14th, and Dylan, his 10th. Wait, I'm sorry, that wasn't the butt puck. That was the butt puck was Hagelin, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Carl Hagelin, not TJ Oshie. TJ Oshie had a backhand, a very nice backhand against Blackwood there in the first. Beautiful goal there set up by Ovechkin, actually. Sorry, getting my goals mixed up here in all of our fun and joy. Second period. And by the way, Devils played very well in the first, even though they came out tied 1-1. You could tell that they had their legs. Merkley gets that assist. Jack Hughes hit the post again. They played very well in the first, and they played bits and pieces. There were times when the Caps dominated, like in the second. Sheary, his 8th, starting it out there from Orlov, his 4th assist, and Schultz, his 16th. Big slap shot there. Ovechkin followed it up, his 19th. About 5 minutes later, Backstrom, his 26th assist. Kuznetsov, his 13th assist. Power play goal right there. By the way, Devils 0 on the power play. Again, we'll talk about that. And then we get a little fire back. We had a really, really good power play in the second period where we had about 2+ minutes keeping the Caps pinned in their zone. Travis Zajac was actually on the ice for all of it. I think he had a 3-minute plus shift there at the end of the second. But our boy, Yegor Sharangovich, let one rip again, another wrister. That's his 8th. Murray picks up another assist. Jack Hughes gets on the score sheet there. His 10th assist. Man, Jack Hughes was just robbed all day. I don't know how many posts he hit. The Damon Severson robbing that Samsonov did on the power play. I believe, that was in the second period as well. Jack Hughes did a spin-a-rooney, bobbed and weaved through the entire Caps defense there, breaks away, opens up Damon Severson, passes it over to him, and Samsonov just, highlight reel, cross the net, leg out, glove out, robs Severson. You could just see Severson he was so pissed off. Goes back to the bench, immediately just walks right down the tunnel, and he goes out of camera shot, but you can see the wall, and you suddenly see a stick flying in and out of camera view once or twice until it snaps in half, and then you see Damon Severson come back to the bench. What's that, Sam?
Also, I picked up the satellite feed from Prudential Center. I actually have a secret recorder in the locker room hallway where Severson was walking, and this is what he had to say.
Very clever.
Yeah.
Very clever. But yeah, a great power play there by the Devils. They couldn't come through, but wow. A great amount of time in the Cap zone, keeping them pinned in there. But, that goal in the second there, it was just, it was kind of a heartbreaker there with the old butt puck. And then, Samsonov, robs him afterwards. And then, oh my God, it was a tough day for Damon Severson. And then he had the, who was it here in the third? We had Carl Hagelin got his 4th from Hathaway and Dillon, and then
is that the one with the
Kuznetsov?
PK Subban?
Yeah, oh yeah, the shorthanded goal was when Kyle. So PK goes down and he's laying his stick across, and if you watch the replay, you'll notice like Damon Severson comes in and he accidentally kicks PK's stick, which lifts it, and then the puck just kind of slides right underneath. It was a rough day for Damon Severson. But I got to give it to him. He went back out there and he played hard for the rest of the game. Then Brad comes.
Yep.
What's
Sorry,
that?
Keep going. Yeah, keep going.
We'll just finish it.
Yep.
So that was a short-handed goal as well, which was, that was pretty damaging. Then Kuznetsov, and it looked like the Devils were kind of dead and buried there. However, they did not give up, which is great to see. They still came out there. They still fought. Jesper Bratt, who we know is more of a setup guy than he is a goal scorer, he actually put home his 4th. Pavel Zacha getting his 13th assist. Nice seeing Zacha on the score sheet. Then Travis Zajac from Nick Merkley and Ryan Murray. Again, it was basically an exact copy of the first period goal. Zajac puts it home for his 7th. So nice to see a little chemistry going on there with Zajac and Merkley. I thought Boquist had a very good game as well. Ovechkin got the first star, Kuznetsov the second, Travis Zajac, third star of the game. Now, something to keep in note. Listen to this shots on goal total. Now we know some of these goals were not Mackenzie Blackwood's fault, but a couple of them, again, I think he'd like to have back. Shots on goal for the Caps, 577 for a total of 19. What have we talked about with Mackenzie Blackwood and these low shot totals, letting some goals in where we're like, eh. And then these games where he's facing 40, 45 shots, he's only letting in, 1, 2, in the shootout or, it's quite a something there. There's something there that I think he'll work on. He's young. But anyway, Devils, first period, great period. 17 shots on goal. Second, again, another great period. 14, only 8 in the third for a total of 39. Lots of scoring chances for the Devils. They won the faceoff percentage, 53-47. Again, no power play goals. I don't know. It's been about 6 games now, 5 games. Someone going to have to correct me on that if it's been 5 or 6 games since the Devils have scored on the power play. They also let up a power play goal for the Caps, who we know are dangerous and deadly, but they also let up that shorthanded goal as well, so not too good. Hits, very nice, 22-18. That was pretty even. The Caps got us a little bit. Blocks, 15-6. Caps got us there. Only 3 giveaways, which is very, very nice to see. Some strong games from a lot of people. Poor Damon Severson. We're picking on him here, but we're just having some fun. Sorry, Damon. But he had a rough game. But Jack Hughes looked really good. Dumb bad luck right now. I mean, I know he hit the post twice. I'm trying to think if there was a third time right there late at the end of the game. He was creating some chances. He was setting some people up. He looked good. It's funny. Much like Travis Zajac, stick Jack Hughes between Sharon Govich and Kuokkanen, and all of a sudden things start happening there. Much like Travis was asleep for the whole season until we put him in the middle of those two. And now all of a sudden, Travis is performing, and he's kind of more on pace for what you expect to see from him. Maybe be in there like the 15 to 20 goal range, if we were playing a true season, a full season, and that's a little bit more where I would expect from him. So feeling pretty good about his game now. Jack is starting to look a little better. We don't have to play the Capitals anymore. Whew. And let's not forget, everybody, the Capitals are one of the best teams in the league. We're doing this, our competition right now is at the elite level of the league. So it's only going to get a little bit easier. Well, until we have to play the Islanders. But whatever. Pittsburgh's looking pretty hot too now. But we'll see. Either way, Sabres, Rangers, not in the same category as playing against, the Capitals for so many straight. And the Bruins before that, So we got a little bit easier schedule. Let's not play down to our upcoming competition. But overall, good game. Sucks. I wish we could have pulled out at least one, to go 0-8 against the Caps in the season. Sucks, but I mean, they didn't roll over and die. That's for 100% sure. And they could have. They definitely could have, especially when they were down 5-2. They could have just packed it in for the day and been like, the hell with it. But you know what? And anyone who was at the game who might be listening on the way home now, hit us up on Facebook Live or YouTube Live or anything like that. I'm glad that the fans that were there at the game, that they didn't give up. And I think that's a big part of it too. They probably, having fans back, they're probably jazzed up a little bit too. And like, come on, boys, let's go out there and give these guys a show at least. Let's play hard. Let's see what happens. Maybe we get one in. And they did. And then they responded. Yeah. They got another one in. And then, they came up short, but still, they were right there at the end of the game. They hung in there, and we know they had some bad points. They had some bad points in this game, but they stuck around. Samuel, I've been yapping away here. Tell me what you think.
Well, I think it's the common theme. There's no quit in this team. Now, again, let's full disclosure here. We're not looking for moral victories here. We're looking at something to build off of, right? Time and time again, when the Devils fall short, you would think their time's up, but it's not, right?
So ooh, look at you with the sound effects.
They could have sulked. They could have sulked, in the third period. In the third period. Oh, woe is me. We're 0-8 against the Caps. We should have won that one where we got screwed by the the situation room or refs or whatever. But instead, they came back and they just fell short again. Same thing with, we see that time and time again. Let's put it this way. Again, not to harp on Severson, but if you took him out of the equation today, some people just have bad days. Okay, this is a really, really, really bad day.
Kulikov
really
had a bad day too. Kulikov took a bad penalty. He was the one that they scored on, and he also got a little. I gotta check. I don't know how much he played in the second period. He took a little bit of a spill into the boards, and you could see that he was favoring. I can't remember if it was his right or his left lower leg. So that's something we're definitely going to have to check on because, ka-ching, he's one of our, people that I'm sure Lou over there on the island would be very interested in all three of our defensemen. Sammy, Ryan Murray, keep picking up those points, Ryan, ka-ching. And Kulikov. I don't know if Lou's going to spring for PK, but one of those three plus a Travis Age. You know what? Honestly, I wonder if Travis is saying, I don't want to go, because I think they might have to pull him at some point soon too. Or maybe it's just that Palms is ready to go right now.
Travis,
Travis, that'd be something if he ends up signing and, staying and just being like a leadership fourth line type of role, We'll see. We'll see how it goes. If he keeps producing this way, then I'm all about it. Like if he's producing, I'll take that. If I get like 15, 20 goals, from Travis Zajac, in that range, which now if we're going to regular season, he's what was he at his seventh? Today he got 2 today. So seventh.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking regular 82 game season, probably be in that range.
Yeah. And also, the month of April, There, as a fan, I'm talking from a fan standpoint, there are several games that are on the schedule, such as the 4-game series known as Ranger Hate Week.
Ranger Hate Week.
We are going to be on the ground. Trust me on that. And
we're hoping to have a captain back for Ranger Hate Week. We're hoping to have a captain back.
Yep. And we're hoping to have some picks back after a couple trades in the next couple weeks. A lot of things happening.
Oh, yeah.
April 11th game, I'm going to be down at Prudential, outside Prudential at Taj Lounge. We have a big reveal on April 11th. A big Let's Go Devils podcast reveal. We're not going to tell you what it is. Obviously, otherwise, if I told you what it is, then you'd be like, all right, well, I don't care about April 11th. So stay tuned. Big thing happening with our podcast.
We got to create like a teaser trailer. We got to get like a teaser trailer, Let's get Zack Snyder to create a teaser trailer for us,
Well, let's work on the GIF first.
The butt puck.
Yeah, let's work on that. Let it go viral. We'll be famous. And they'll sell the NFT for $35 million, and then we got our.
We could be in the Hockey Justice League. I'm calling Batman. Okay, I'm calling Batman.
But there's a lot. Look, we kind of wave the white flag in terms of we're not making the playoffs. But this team is still fun to watch in some ways.
Exactly. It's not bad hockey, which we have seen in recent years where it's just like, oh man, I just can't watch this. I can't watch this. It's bad. They had those glimpses, but they cleaned it up. They snapped out of it, which is good for us as fans. We should see they're learning, they're growing, they're not doing, they're seeing their mistakes. They're recognizing them and they're being able to make those adjustments. Sam, I know you played defense. Right?
For a while there. Yep.
So, look at a guy like Ty Smith coming up like that. Who's more reliable on our team right now on defense than Ty Smith?
Yeah, you know what? His poise is really something to be really cheering right now.
How many games in the NHL? How much experience does he have? How much experience?
How much? 20-something? 20-something?
Yeah. No. About 40 games. About 40 games.
Are we 40 games in already? Oh, I don't
right?
even know
Aren't we about
anymore.
40 games in, something like that? Or 38, 39, or somewhere around there. But look at how he's playing, and how he adjusted, If Ty had come up last year, maybe like Jack, maybe he would have struggled. We got past that, and we're already seeing. If we could clone Ty Smith and make like 5 more of him somehow, that would be amazing for our defense. But you see the poise from this guy. You see how he handles the puck. You see the minutes that he's taken. And, I just can't think of anyone else on the team in like certain defensive situations. Like he's the first guy that I think of, even on the power play. He's like the first guy I think of. He seems to be able to take in all of that and make those adjustments and go out there and adapt on the fly.
And there are times, to be fair, like there are times where Ty Smith, is maybe physically overwhelmed at times. Not many, but there, but
sort of. But he reminds me of Andy Green, where he's got a very powerful lower body, And I mean, don't forget, Ty is only 19 as well. He's going to continue growing for another. He's going to get bigger, And when he's got big balls,
now.
Kevin,
is he? He's 21 now. Yeah, I think he turned 21 like a couple weeks ago.
Did he?
If I'm not mistaken.
Am I off on him? Yeah. Am I just confusing him and Jack? He's 21, right?
Yeah, I'd rather correct you than one of our fans listening correcting you, because then they'll be like, "Oh,
that's fine.
You were wrong, Scotty."
Sorry, Jack is 19.
Yeah,
Jack is 19. Sorry. My mistake.
But on defense, one of the biggest things, especially going to a new team, is not knowing where you are on the ice and not blocking your own goaltender. It's, when you first come into the league, the speed is different. The challenges are different. And on top of everything else, you don't want your butt to be in the way of your goaltender where you're screening him by accident, right? And mean nothing by that, but and again, there are a lot of things that we're looking forward to, because if you go back 3 or 4 years, all I really saw and we saw was just Nico. We're starting to see some of these players develop. First off, I think a lot of us almost actually did write off Zacha. He's starting to come on. He still has work to do, but have a big body like that can skate and be involved. That's great. Mikey McLeod, we harped on Beer Baron for almost a better part of 2 years. And now Mikey McLeod is starting to get comfortable in the NHL, finding his niche, his utilizing his size and sometimes his speed. Ty Smith, we went over. Obviously, Jack Hughes. Just keep shooting, Jack. Just keep shooting. It will get there. I'll tell
Yegor,
you.
Shoot.
Yes.
Shoot. Just shoot, Yegor. Don't even think about passing. And you too, Pavel. Don't even think about passing. Let Jack Hughes and Jesper Bratt do that. That's what they do. You guys just shoot. If the puck comes to you, shoot. Just shoot and get it on net. Just shoot it. Like we talked about, your instinct will take over. Just shoot it. Just shoot it. When Jack and Jesper pass you the puck, it's for you to shoot. So shoot that damn puck, you guys.
I tell you what,
use those wrist shots.
Bratt from the other night, sticking up for his teammate, scoring a goal again while the team was down. Look, Bratt is really playing himself really permanently in this lineup, and he is showing me something that he deserves to be on this team, short term and potentially long term. Just for those reasons, I like players that just don't give up. If you're down 4-0, you're gonna keep you're trying. You want to be the spark. You want to get that goal to get it. Oh, we're coming back now. Try to gain that momentum and let it snowball. And the Devils fell short tonight. Severson had a bad game. I think we harped on him enough. We were having a little fun. But in all honesty,
sorry, Damon.
Yeah, But in all honesty,
but he's a pro. Yeah, we're just having a little good time here.
But the Devils are going to need him to get his confidence back and lead this team. He is a little bit older, on the blue line.
Damon.
And Damon.
Oh, yeah.
And when you see Ty Smith, on this team, and
he's got that mustache. He always got that mustache. That mustache goes a long way. If you're confident enough to rock a stash like that, you know, hey,
yeah,
come on. You should grow a mustache, Sambu.
Me? Oh,
yeah,
maybe. I don't know. I actually have a couple places I need to be this week, so I have to keep my clean cut image. Then afterwards,
okay.
I could dress in my ratty t-shirts, and all that.
Okay.
In it, on the podcast.
Okay. All right. But I think you're absolutely right in seeing these players grow and being able to handle these situations more. And, we'll see what happens, with some of these guys. Listen, I know people get on me all the time, but I feel like Jesper Bratt is going to be, just because him and Jack Hughes are such a similar player, I just feel like Jesper Bratt is going to, at some point, end up being like in a trade for us to bring like some like missing piece, like some missing that we need that didn't, somehow pan out or whatever like that from all our prospects that we have here. Listen, we know we got a ton of them, but not every single one is going to be, a rock star, prospect that's going to come through. It just doesn't happen. Like some of them are not going to work out, and we're going to have to make a trade here or there to fill in that hole, which whatever it is. Hey, you never know. Someone may get injured. You don't know what happens, like life happens. So,
yep.
I don't know. I think I love Jesper's play, but I just think him and Jack are so similar that I think that's what it's going to be eventually, is I think they're going to find that Jesper might end up being like a really good trade piece eventually. That's my opinion on it.
Could be. But you know what? There would be a lot of value coming back to get a speedy.
100%. No, 100%. That's what I'm saying.
That's okay. That's okay.
It would be like in a part of a package where it's just like, okay, this is the thing that we need to like. That's just what I envision in my head. Like this is part of like what we need to get us over the bump, kind of deal.
Yeah.
Not just like we're trying to get some draft picks or something like that. It'd be part of a package plan to like really like get us some primo player.
Oh, absolutely. And a little programming note. This is the last leg of the triple header Sunday. Let's Go Devils podcast Sunday edition at 9 p.m. Eastern. Scotty, myself, Beer Baron, and Shorts Guy will be on talking more Devils hockey as this post game comes to a conclusion. Also, just a reminder, we're going to be start doing some podcasts, pop-up podcasts at Taj Lounge 973 prior to the Devils games at Prudential. We might have a special guest, but keep in tune to our social media pages at Let's Go Devils Pod on Twitter, at Let's Go Devils Podcast on Facebook, Twitch, and Let's Go Devils channel on YouTube. Final thoughts, Scotty, before we go?
I just want to say, because we didn't get really to. I just want to say hi to everyone on Facebook. Craig and Cheryl and Steve, Jeremy, Omar, Michael. Just want to say hi to everyone there. Ray, and then up on YouTube Live, Whistler. And all our friends over there as well. I know we didn't get to talk too much, but we will tonight. Come back for the big show Sunday night, and we'll do more of your reactions to the week and all the games. And the who knows, we may have a trade to discuss in a little while.
Oh. And also, just know that we are now officially on breaking news
alert
protocols.
So, we're on breaking news protocol.
Yeah. That when news breaks, tune in with us. Hopefully I could get on air, drop everything, get on air. All right. Well, this is Let's Go Devils podcast post game. Devils fall to the Caps 5-4. We'll see you at 9 p.m. Eastern on the Sunday edition of the Let's Go Devils podcast. Till next time, let's go Devils.